UM6P is online. It will be here physically, but for some exigencies of work, it's outside, but it will be connecting to address all of us at this particular time. Over to you.
Okay, hello everyone. Okay. Assalamu alaikum. Good morning, everyone. First of all, I want really to apologize not being with you this morning in Rabat. I had an emergency here in the other campus of the university in Bangui next to Marrakesh. So sorry for that. First of all, I want to thank you for all what you've done so far. And I want to congratulate the new president of the Alliance and the new board members. And I want to thank you for your trust. That UM6P now is a board member. And I want to assure you that we will do our best to be an active member of this great association. You could leverage on all what UM6P had to leverage on our capabilities, our networks, and our aim here is to contribute as much as possible in the development of the association, to let this African science bright, to let the African science advance, to work for the African youth. We have a great opportunity here as academic institutions to contribute in the development of not just Africa, but the world. So thank you for your trust, for your all what you are doing on a daily basis for the African youth. And as I said, UM6P is more than committed to contribute in this great effort. So thank you so much. And once again, sorry for not being with you in person this morning. Over to you.
Thank you very much, President. We really appreciate you, and we will all remember your university. Incidentally, you are already part of the board of AAU. Thank you very much. At the board meeting that we had in Egypt, the secretary was given an assignment that we should be able to know the venue or the host of the next Corevip, which is coming up in 2027. I'm glad to announce that the board had met and the president will be announcing, the former president will be announcing the decision.
The next Corevip meeting is going to take place in the beautiful city of Kigali, the capital of Rwanda. Yes, there were other applicants, but we chose Rwanda for a number of reasons. And I was there recently. I met with the Minister of Higher Education and the Vice Chancellor of the University of Rwanda, where this meeting is going to take place. And I'm sure it's going to be very successful and very enjoyable experience to visit this country. Thank you very much.
There is going to be a closing speech by the UM6P representative, and after that, the president will declare the meeting closed, but it won't be closed like that because we'll go for our tea break before we disperse. Am I correct? I hope there's no other thing after that. Okay, over to Prof. This, my good friend here, has been, we thought he would probably not be here. I came here 3 years ago. He was the first person I spoke to on the possibility of AAU coming here for this conference. I want to appreciate you. And he just wants to make the final speech before we close the meeting. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And don't worry, it's not going to be a speech per se. I think we have had enough speeches during these conferences. And our president has already spoken on behalf of UM6P, just to tell you how proud and how honored we have been to host the African Association this week of universities. And I want also to thank our Secretary General, because he has been really the engine behind this happening. And as a token of appreciation, I think we will have a token from UM6P. If you could please bring them on board. And I would like to call also on the outgoing board members, because they are the ones who have made sure that we're here today during the past 4 years. So just to get a few more things in your luggage.
A call on all outgoing board members to humbly please come up stage for some emoluments.
So the first one is to the president, Dr. Bakri Osman Saeed.
Where's the mic?
Please come up stage, sorry.
Please, the immediate board members,
Please come up stage.
let us come forward, please.
This is for Professor Theresia Kenji. Yes, ma'am. Next one is for our chief, Professor Bristola Oyewole. Yes. The next one is Professor Matani Mahmoud Ahmed Shawqi from Egypt. But maybe you can take it on behalf and hand it back to him. Yeah? Okay. Thank you. Next one is Professor Amongsi William Audrey Lazaro. Professor Rangano Jonas Vogbo. Where is he? Somebody will take,
Zobo. Professor Zobo. Okay, let me take it on this one.
yeah?
Okay.
He's coming. All right. He can hear us.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
There you go. Now you have two, huh? For the price of one. Next is Professor Tawana Coupe. Professor Roger Antoine Pépin. Professor Elisabetta Olarinde. Professor Johnson Nyarko Buampong. Here, there you go. Thank you very much. And finally, Professor Orlando Antonio Quilambo. Thank you very much. I hope we did not forget anyone. This is, yes?
Please, I know that we've missed one. We will work on that. But to note that, please, just give us about 5 minutes to see the final communique after this conference. While we go back to our seats, I'll call on the Rapporteur General to please come forward to deliver the final communique.
It's even me too.
Please, the President can, let's just sit down to listen to the final communique before.
Your Excellencies,
I land in 3-4 minutes.
Your Excellencies, distinguished Vice Chancellors, Presidents, the head of regulatory agencies, rectors, representatives of partner institutions, esteemed delegates, ladies and gentlemen, good morning and warm greetings from the Rapporteurs team. On behalf of the team of Rapporteurs, it is my honor and privilege to present the consolidated reports and key highlights of the deliberations and activities of the 4 days of the conference. The Association of African Universities held its 16th Quadrennial General Conference from July 24th to 24th, 2025, bringing together over 600 delegates, including university leaders, researchers, government officials, industry stakeholders, and development partners to chart the future of African higher education, themed Shaping the Future of Higher Education for Innovation and Sustainable Development in Africa. The conference was co-hosted by University Mohammed VI Polytechnic, UMCP, Rabat campus. Across 12 plenary sessions and stakeholder dialogues, participants tackled the continent's most pressing higher education challenges and opportunities, such as demographic boom, research sovereignty, AI adoption, quality assurance, and inclusion of marginalized youth in higher education. a new vision for African higher education. The conference opened with a resounding call for universities to serve as living laboratories that not only educate, but also drive innovation, generate evidence for policy, and address Africa's social and economic challenges. Professor A.G.E.N.D.A, the president of UMCP, reminded participants that African universities must transcend traditional roles, becoming engines of knowledge and innovation, even as financial support contracts globally. Collaboration and resilience are no longer optional. They are our lifetime. The continent's demographic boom, projected at 2.5 billion by 2050, predominantly youth, was framed as both a challenge and a transformative opportunity. Professor Olushola Oyewole, the AAU Secretary General, emphasized, with the right partnerships, investments, and focus on skills, Africa's universities can transform this youth dividends into the cornerstone of our socio-economic future. Day one of the conference set the agenda for transformation. The opening plenary underscored the urgency of regional collaboration to pool resources and expertise, the need for curricular reform and investment in research capacity, as Africa currently produces only 1% of global scientific output. The African Union's unveiling of the Continental Education Strategy, CESA 2026 to 2035, and the Tibet Strategy 2025 to 2034, urging higher education institutions to adopt these frameworks, submit data to UNESCO, and support the ratification of the A.D.E.s and global conventions. UNESCO Dr. Bonim Chakrum called for universities to be independent, international, interdisciplinary, and innovative as the foundation for Africa's sustainable growth. Day two, which focus on digital futures and research sovereignty, harnessing AI and creativity in education. Sessions on generative AI revealed that 87% of African students already use AI tools, yet faculty readiness and equitable access remain gaps. Delegates resolved to develop ethical AI policies, expand micro-credentials, and train both students and educators to leverage AI as a tool for creativity, equity, and employability. Reclaiming African scholarship. Diamond Open Access and the African Platform for Open Scholarship were endorsed as game changers for reducing prohibitive publishing fees, elevating African research, visibility, and supporting indigenous languages. Professor Regiraju from University of Cape Town noted that without reclaiming our scholarship, Africa risks perpetual dependency on systems that exclude our voices and diminish our global impact. Day three, which centered majorly on building stronger systems and youth pathways, quality assurance and research management. The Aqua Initiative and CAMES showcase progress in harmonizing continental quality assurance standards and developing regional education database. The Science for Africa Foundation introduced the Good Research Management Practice, GRMP standard, and the concept of a third profession to professionalize research managers as a career track. Youth empowerment and inclusion. The MasterCard Foundation Fireside Chat highlighted that only 1% of persons with disabilities and 3% of displaced youth are enrolled in African higher education institutions. Dr. Yukai Mlambo stressed that innovation cannot happen without inclusion. By intentionally engaging women, refugees, and persons with disabilities, we unlock Africans' true potential. Institutions like UMCP demonstrated entrepreneurship ecosystems, integrating labs, venture capital arms, and digital farming schools to nurture innovators. The four, which center on scaling impact through regional lighthouses. The African Center of Excellence, ACE section, celebrated 10 years of impact with 83% masters and 87% PhD graduate employment rate, 10,000 plus publications, patent, and strong industry linkages. The program will prioritize depth over breadth and consolidating existing centers as lighthouses for postgraduate education and innovation, while mentoring other institutions through regional consortia. The resolutions and commitments from this for the conference are: the conference unanimously agreed to 1, strengthen Pan-African collaboration, establish shared infrastructures, enable cross-border mobility, and foster inter-university research networks. 2, advance inclusive higher education to achieve 15% enrollment of women, refugees, and persons with disability by year 2030. 3, reclaim knowledge sovereignty, that is, scale GOA and APOS to at least 20 institutions by 2026. 4, embed digital and AI literacy, that is, to make AI creative and critical thinking core skills for students and staff. 5, to enhance quality and research system by adopting the GRMP standard, harmonize quality assurance systems via AQUA program, and professionalize research management. 6, to empower youth innovation through expanding of incubators, venture funding, and experiential learning across higher education institutions. Lastly, to institutionalize and scale African Center of Excellence centers, which are fully integrate ACE into national systems, sustain funding, and leverage them as regional mentors. The road ahead. AAU, in collaboration with African Union, UNESCO, MasterCard Foundation, and development partners, will establish a monitoring task force to track adoption of these resolutions, support higher education institutions to align with CESA and TVET strategies, and to host a Pan-African Open Science and AI Summit in 2026 to showcase advancement. Professor Olushola Bandelo-Yewole, the Secretary General of AAU, concluded that this conference is a call to action to invest boldly, collaborate intentionally, and transform Africa's universities into engines of innovation, equity, and resilience. The future of our youth and our continent depends on it. Thank you very much.
We want to thank the Rapporteur General and all the rapporteurs for this marvelous work they've offered. At this time, we will take the AAU anthem and then the national anthem of Morocco. Can we all rise up?
Transforming shaping Africa's educational thoughts. AAU, spring of talents, web of washing, amazing, basic promoting innovation, upholding quality, equity, and standards, transforming Africa's education. We espouse, we rescue, and scholarship, we research, we show, unity and truth, we facilitate, teaching and learning in all disciplines and cultures, transforming Africa's education. AAU, the pillar of higher learning, spearheading Africa's development. AAU, one affection, one further, pushing partnership for higher education. Africa's intellectual advancement and focus to achieve the freedom we espouse, we virtues and scholarship, we research, we join, unity and truth, we facilitate, teaching and learning in all disciplines and cultures, transforming Africa's education.
Well, I think however we repeat our thanking for our host there, we still feel that we owe them a lot. And just in Arabic, for our لأحبابنا يعني من المغرب، احنا عندنا في السودان مثل يقول الله لا يجيب يوم شكرك. So which means that sometimes, however you thank the person, you feel that you still haven't actually satisfied yourself. Again, we thank the Moroccan government, His Majesty, Al-Malik Muhammad Al-Sadis, Nasrullah, government, the Ministry of Higher Education, and our colleagues, the Vice Chancellors of UM6P, and Muhammad Al-Khamis, and everybody who has contributed to this, the beautiful and friendly young people in the restaurant and in the housekeeping, in the hotel. We thank you all for all your contributions and your patience. I wish you a safe travel back home. And by this, I declare this conference closed. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. Sorry, former President. And at this moment, as protocol demands, all AAU staff in this building should kindly make their way upstage for a photograph in conjunction with members of the UM6P. Also, please come on board so we can have joint photographs of this